Episode 4.
Episode 4.
All right, we're going to go into the semifinals of the actual championship games.
Okay, quarterfinals or semifinals? Which one are we preparing here for?
We're going quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals? You said semi.
I got a little too excited.
Okay,
I got
nice.
excited. I appreciate the correction.
Like it.
Okay, so we're going to go into the quarterfinals of the championships, one step closer to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Guide me through who you were up against and why this game is so important to take note of.
So, set the stage. Set the stage. Come back from Walmart. We're playing Kentucky. I haven't seen a picture of this team or nothing. I tried to do some research, couldn't find anything. They won their region. Apparently, they were a really good team. We had no idea. We were warming up first. We didn't see them till warm up time. It was weird because in that sense, such a big tournament with so many people, you'd think you'd see somebody with a Kentucky jersey. Nope, not one. So it was interesting, not knowing your opponent, not knowing what they bring. So that whole nervousness. I want to win because I'm at that point, one game closer, like you said. So we're at that point.
I mean, especially at that level of being a little bit closer, coming on top, winning a game. I mean, where was your ego at this stage prior to the game and during this moment before you guys actually played?
Don't fucking blow it. Like, just keep cool, man. You don't know what lies ahead. They could have a 6'6" center, man. You're playing in America. You don't know what they have compared to you guys.
Yeah. So even without seeing them physically or even getting an idea, doing your homework on these guys, you guys knew nothing.
Nothing.
And you still felt like you needed to tell yourself to just not lose edge.
Yeah. It was just one of those things, man. You gotta keep calm, keep in the moment. That's all you can do, right? Especially when no game tape, no nothing, no way to prepare. You just gotta stick to your game plan.
Do you feel like the result of that game would not have turned out the way it was if you and the element of the entire team might have gotten just too excited at the thought of saying, oh, we got this, we're gonna win, fine?
In my mind, I know, speaking for myself personally, yeah, because I've done that. Match someone up and just you play down to their level. You don't really play up to yours, or maybe you play up to theirs, but their standard's a little higher than yours, so it's just out the window then. But yeah, it was just one of those things. It was just like you said, just keep your ego in check and just have fun, kind of thing, and let the chips fall where they may, and do your best to get all of them.
Totally. What was the result of that game? What ended up happening?
My boy Danny goes off for 42. I think like 21 rebounds. Yeah, he just went berserk, man. It was nice. I remember just trying to get him the ball a lot. He went coast to coast a lot too, man. It was fantastic to see someone do their thing, but more importantly, I think it was just nice to see people. Actually, I thought it was fucking awesome when you watch your team try to get someone to pull out their best and they do their best, and it creates like a bit of buzz. Like on the bench, I know me and Graham were talking like, yo, we gotta give him the ball. He wants 50. So we tried. Fell short, but I mean, still, I think he ended up with a career high. So man, I'm pretty proud of you, bro.
That's unreal.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. Wait, with that game in mind, did you find that game was more important than the first one?
No, because that first one set a standard. Like we're here to win. Like that was kind of the big one. Was that first game, that initial hit.
Yeah. So when you win that game and it's done, why did your ego look like that?
At first I was like, man, we won by like 30, 40 points or something like that. And I was like, man, that almost felt like a little too easy. Like, is this surreal? Like, am I dreaming kind of thing?
Are we that good?
Like, are we that good? Yeah, exactly. It was one of those things. I was like, man, like we won. And then later that night, get back to the hotel, like with Graham, we're just like talking and stuff, and we eat dinner with boys and stuff. And after we kind of like, I was like, man, I was like, I hope everyone is just as scared as me for tomorrow, because I was like, I don't want anyone to think it's gonna be this easy. So I mean, yeah, shout out to Kentucky, man. We just had we just outran them, we out hustled them. It worked in my mind that we did anyways. So I was like, man, is this next game gonna be this easy? Like, I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. So I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, it was something else, to win that big and have all those thoughts. Like, is it this easy? Is the next game gonna be harder? Like, it was a confused moment, but it was a good one to look back on.
Yeah. If Danny Boy wasn't in the picture, would you guys have won that game?
I still think so. I think we had enough weapons to do it. I mean, I think everyone on the team got a bucket that game.
Nice.
So I mean, it was nice. It was nice to play team basketball. Like, we had a couple easy turnovers, but defensively, I think we ended up with 19 steals collectively. So I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was nice to see. I think everyone went all in on that game too. So
nice. So you win that game, and you're getting ready for the next one. We are at the point where it is the semifinals.
Yeah.
Guide me through the emotions that are going on in your head at that point when you're now even closer, that much closer to the ship. Where are you at that point?
So start you off this. So breakfast, because I think the game's at like 1 or something. So we sleep in, go to leave Danny's or Humpty's or something like that, and we all sit together. Everyone sat in the same place as they did the morning before. It's one thing that I was like, are we all sitting in the same place, kind of thing, like checking, like we all sitting down? Okay, we all sitting down. I remember ordering a steak and eggs. So I was thinking, okay, gotta give me the longest fuel, gotta give me the most. Fucking kind of a bad idea, eating a fucking steak and eggs from Denny at fucking 9 a.m. But yeah, it was, and everyone's kind of like quiet, like the communication is there, but everyone's kind of just eating. And I remember like talking like to Graham, like, oh hey man, like, how you doing, stuff? Like, okay, cool, fruit and eggs, sweet man, I'm gonna get order a steak. And then I was like, oh man. And then yeah, it was just like, it was a surreal moment, because I looked up at one point from eating and everyone was just eating. There wasn't talking. You know what I mean? Like, there was no sign language going on. There was no, hey man, what's going on? Like, there was no texting over my phone to somebody, like, hey, how you doing, kind of thing. It was, from what I remember, it was kind of like quiet and like, a little bit of chatter here and there, but it was just like, okay, all right. So that feeling, and then we get into the gym. We're playing center court. They got like 5, 6 different gyms. We're playing the main one. You got to walk by this gym to get to every gym. Okay, there's a little bit of crowd. All right. We just watched, I believe, the semifinal for the Division 1 game. And this guy goes to me, hey, is that a foul? I was like, I don't think so. He goes, okay, cool, man. I'm like, sweet man, did I just make a friend? I don't know, man. He said, hey man, he was eating food. Okay, cool, whatever. Like, getting to business. Turns out that dude's actually one of the best players on the Illinois team, and I was like, okay, cool. I should have made a friend there. But yeah, then so we're kind of getting ready, and it's all happening to me at once. I'm like, fuck man, I'm one game closer. One game closer. And that's all. One game. We win this one game, man. We're in the finals. I did it. Boom, we're in the finals. We're right there, baby. So it was like excitement. It was like, okay, like, all right, this team probably really good. Like, oh no, they fucking suck. And I was like, I didn't know where my head would be at. So I remember like the backcourt was empty, and they were having their high school like all-star game get ready and stuff. So I mean, I'm just kind of like jogging around, kind of warming up, and the game ends, and we kind of pull our bags there, and kind of like I was dribbling. I lost the ball, and I don't really do that. And I was like, what the fuck's going on with me? The nerves got to me, man. It was weird.
That was during the game or after?
It was right before the game.
Right before.
Yeah.
So did that trip you up in the game at all?
No, because then I just threw the ball up and had a few slam dunks, and I was just like, okay, I'm ready to go. Like,
nice.
Okay, calm yourself. So that happened.
How did this game turn out? So clearly you guys won. What did that dynamic look like, and what was some of the most important recollections you had that really made this such an important win for you?
They were up 11 at one point. I think it's like around like the I don't know, like around the 6-minute mark. We're slowly clawing our way back, but like the two guards they had, they were just tearing us up. Like they were just like and one mixtaping us. They were scoring deep threes, getting to the hoop, getting to the foul line. Like they were these two little guards, man. They put us through some work. So coach pissed off, and it's crazy because in the film you'll see me walking, and I get mad. I'm frustrated, but like my dad knows if I get mad, like yo, it's game on. Like he's in. I'm getting mad, and one of our interpreters comes up to me, grabs me by the chest, and goes, "Yo, just calm down, relax. Like don't get fired up." And I was like, "Fuck it, just let me get fired up. Like just fucking let me go. Like come on, boys. Like fuck." And I was more mad at myself because I wasn't playing the best I was because I was too busy trying to analyze instead of attack. So I'm like mad and like. Yeah, like I remember him just like I looked at the film like, man, I was that mad. Like you can definitely see it. Like and we weren't getting any calls.
What point in the game was this?
Oh, this is like, oh man, I think it started like minute 12. Like I look back at the film, it was around like 12 minutes. You can just see me. I'm just like I'm fucking mad. Like I'm just like doing the old dad thing. Like
yeah, not off to a good start.
Not off to a good start and stuff. And like I'm just fucking mad. And I turned to the ref. I remember saying this. I was like, oh, I guess they don't want Canadians to win. Like just fueling their fire, right? And I wasn't getting any calls and stuff. And I'm getting mad because I'm just like, come on, like, and I'm not making anything. So then we decided to switch up our defense into a boxing one. Mikey takes on the best player, which was great because he kind of like gave us a little bit of fire. He ended up just like putting like almost a complete stop to him, like chest to chest, 94 feet, man. From one end to the next end. Even if the guy didn't have the ball, Mike was with him the whole way. I mean, a couple other guys were with him. Matt and Raul and Kyle were there, but Mike was really the guy who shut him down. Like, that's how we kind of slowed them down. Fuck, I just snapped. A couple steals, a couple fast breaks, and then I ended up started hitting threes. I remember when I knew I had it going on is when we kind of like caught up. I think it was like 24, 22. I'm hitting a three. I knew it was going. I left my arm out there, and I started doing the old like Michael Jackson like smooth killer walk. I knew I had it then. And then Steve he went off for like 6 points straight, and it was just, I think we're so fed up with the way we were playing that it turned into something else. But this team was fucking relentless. They just kept coming.
This felt like you guys finally were at a place where you belong, as though you're up against cream of the crop now.
Yeah, like they just kept coming, man. They were just fucking. They were a good team, man. Shout out to those guys for real. But they just kept coming. So halftime comes around. I'm still pissed off. Pissed off at myself. You know, a couple of, like I said, easy turnovers and whatnot. Halftime comes. Kind of like my dad. I'm looking for my dad. You know, I'm a little lost at this point, but I'm still pissed off. You know, kind of like look for another face, kind of get grounded, you know. So we kind of get back in the layup line or whatever and just kind of pass through it. Well, I kept going. Another three in the corner. But this time I can hear this lady saying like, she goes, "Oh, that ain't nothing. I hit a three. I ended up like turning, do a swag walk. And then they kept hitting another three after another three. But then we started pulling away. Guys we were diving on balls. We were getting defensive. I had a couple more steals. We had a couple easy buckets, and we're sharing the ball. And then we were up by 7 at one point. And freaking Graham goes to me, goes, with time left, he goes, "It's mathematically impossible that they'll come back." Okay, yeah, sure. But I turn to him, I say to him, like, "Yeah, but I've seen crazier things happen." As soon as I say that, one of the guys comes up, literally hits a three-pointer in. You can see me jump. I like missed the ball by a fingertip. Swish. Oh man. My heart's just a jumping because I'm like, fuck.
4 away.
Four away. So we come back, we turn over, and it's like a stalemate, and it's just like, And then all of a sudden, like a minute 30 left, they hit it, like they got like a layup. I'm like, fuck.
And this is the last.
This is the final minute.
Last answer here.
Yeah, like our Cinderella run could be over.
Oh.
And I'm like, I worked too fucking hard. So Danny subs in. He's kind of been in foul trouble. The ref's been just been on our asses about terrible calls, in my opinion. But I mean, it is what it is. Comes up, gets bumped, puts up a shot. It goes in. Kind of gives us that boost. They come back, and they get another 2 points.
Oh man.
So basically, with 30 seconds left, like we're only up by 2. It's kind of terrifying. With by the way, they've got 2 sharpshooters.
It can go either way.
You can go either way. So a couple fumbles, the ball's at another stalemate. The guy shoots a 3 over me, front rim.
Oh.
We grab the rebound. We go to Steve goes to the line, hits both 3 throws, and I'm kind of like waiting, but like you don't know what's gonna happen. So they come back, they miss, we get the ball back. I think they put us at the line again. We end up winning the game by 4. But at this moment, I'm lost. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this game could have gone either way. So I mean, like Graham did phenomenal. Like with I think 36, I ended up with like 24 that game, and it was just
a good game. Wow.
Yeah, it was a good game for both of us, and it was just like it was one of those moments like where I wasn't living for that. I was literally in possession. And I remember, so at the end of the game, we're all shaking hands. I remember finding my dad and giving him a hug. And I'm trying not to cry because I know we're going to the finals. And I goes, yeah, you guys did. That's awesome. Yeah, good job. And it was just a relief because we're going to the finals. And the coach at the end of the day was just like, yeah. So I ended up playing 40 minutes, same with Graham. He goes to Danny and Steve as well. He goes, you guys, ice baths. As soon as we get back to the hotel. I've never taken an ice bath. Isn't that something that only like fighters and wrestlers do, some kind of thing? So I was like, okay. So here I am. Like we get back and fucking tub of fucking hotel ice.
Lay it out.
This grimy hotel. Dad's coming in with a beer. Oh yeah, fucking I've done this 1,000 times. And I'm like, I'm in the bathtub. I don't want to do this. Son. I don't want to do this. But yeah, it was insane because I got mad. Like you said, like, checking your ego at one point, and then next fucking just trying to let everything go. So I mean, it is what it is. We got a W. Now we're on to the ship.
What a roller coaster of emotions during that time, hey?
Yo, man, going up and down. Like, going from an all-time high that day, like, yeah, we're going to the semis, to being like, oh man, we could lose this.
Here's where I'm super proud of you guys is, had they have gotten that 3-pointer, and you guys got another bucket in, you guys still would have won by 1 point.
It's insane. Like, yeah, like it's just like we would have won by 1. That would have almost made it for a better story.
I would almost argue though that if they got that in, maybe there could have also been an opportunity that they would have won by 1 as well, because of I bet you the stress level at that point would go beyond what could be filled in the bottle at that point. Like,
oh man, like it was. I remember like,
and it's still, don't get me wrong, it still is extremely nerve-wracking.
Oh, it was just like, I remember shooting free throws, and I'm like, I'm starting to tail it back because I was like, okay, like I'm one of the taller guys out here, like I should be playing safety, like just in case they try to bomb it down, like I can hopefully just get to the guy just enough to put my body in front of him, like that's basically what my plan was.
After handling that kind of pressure, what did you learn about yourself in that game?
I more learned a life lesson in that, saying like no matter the adversity, like you can always overcome it. It's just where you're gonna put those checks and balances, kind of thing. Like I knew I was mad. I knew that we were gonna have to dig deep, and I just had to let it go, and I had to do my thing and watch us succeed. I know it sounds like a very selfish thing, but like I knew for us to win, I was gonna have to dig deep.
You know where we're going?
I'm going to the chip, baby.
Going to the finals.
All right, let's do this.
Episode 5. I'll see you there.
See you there, man.